Hello, welcome back to Ultimate Admiral Dreadnoughts. We got the Fuji and Nagatoro. These are my two extra Haruna class battlecruisers. I initially built 4 of them for myself, and my then allies ordered 2 more. Then they cancelled their alliances and I got the ships. So yeah, these have been refit with the 1941 refit, so they've got 12-inch guns instead of 11s. So let's see how that works. I think it's gonna work very well because this task force is. How have they been keeping these ships in service? These look like that's an 8 million, 7 million light cruiser, 22 knots. Like, why do these exist? And the DDs didn't look that much better either. So we're finding out the secrets of how Britain could keep a navy of almost 500 ships. Seems most of them are just really trash. Okay, you can go home. Weather is not good. But I've got radar, so probably gonna be okay. It's just to keep firing. I'm way faster than any other ships, including the DDs. I will be surprised if I even take 1 hit in this battle, if it can be called that. Now, this is really the difference between 1941 technology and 1901 technology. And that was that. Imagine being a crewman on one of those really old British light cruisers, and you're told you're gonna go up against some of the most modern Japanese battlecruisers. I mean, you would have to be brave at least. How many victory points did I get out of that? I don't think it was much. Got to check. Oh, yeah, it was not much. Okay, this is more... Atago, also 1941 refit. Yeah, no. Oh, they have a ship that's actually a ship. 3 of them. And 1 really old one. I mean, it's not as terrible as the other ships, but these are still not that great. Pause the game. You two, I just want you following the battlecruisers. Mogami, you are my scout. And the DDs do DD things. Taken some damage. I think that's, yeah, no, that was mostly mine damage. Just getting here from Japan. Weather is better. It's the... like, I'm guessing it's simultaneous to the other battle and just nearby, but weather is drastically better. Let's torpedo beat. Ah, I actually got a torpedo hit. I think those are the heavy cruisers currently misidentified as battle cruisers. Yeah, the British are starting to remind me of the French from like the 1920s, 1910s. It seems so long ago now. Well, it probably was. It probably was at least a month in like real life since those episodes went up. Times 30? Really? See if I can spot the radar ping. If it's super far out, I'm just gonna hit end battle. Yeah. One very damaged DD got away. He can live to tell the tale. No damage taken. That's very nice. A decent chunk of victory points. Because the ships we sunk were not that horrible. Satsuma and Zuzia. Virgin class. We've seen these before. I had the quote-unquote pleasure of commanding one in a previous battle. Belgium. This is not too bad, I think. No. No, it is bad. Never mind. Looks like it's built on a modern hull, at least. we're spotting them at long range. Now, the Virgin class heavy cruisers that I played were also Belgian. Not because I was allied with them, but I think someone I was allied to was allied with them. Might actually have been Spain. The political connections in this game are so fickle, it's hard to keep track. That must be the light cruiser. Just looks to be more modern than the heavy cruisers. Well, let's kill it first. I don't know why it's so slow though. Let's take a look. I mean, yeah, it's a modern hull. It's got lots of 6.6 inch guns, Mark IV. I mean, that's similar armament to the Mogami. Just way less range. 33 caliber length. It's kind of a dumb choice. For some reason, really slow. 4.9 inches of armor all over. Krupp 5. Coincidence 5. No radar. If it had been faster, which I'm pretty sure it could have been made faster, and if the guns were not shortened, could have been a decent ship. But asking the AI to build a decent ship is often fruitless. These just burn to death. Yeah. Because they are very old hulls with terrible like resistance and whatever. And that was it. That's 3 battles with no damage taken. And we've seen 1 ship, the Belgian Spanish-made light cruiser, that could almost have been a good ship if it just hadn't been terrible. I'm still kind of salty about my war with China being abruptly ended while I was very successfully invading Manchuria. Let's actually see, check in on the politics tab. I just hope I'm not allied with them, because that would kind of suck. Yes, I am. I can't click cancel alliance either. Amagi? No, that's not my Amagi. That's a Norwegian Amagi. And it's not even any of the refits. It's an original as-built Amagi. And one of the Nagatoros, 1941 refit. Another one of those, and Monarca class battleship. Not seen these before. 85,000 tons, 330 million, 32 knot top speed, 16.1 inch guns, 10 of them in 5 double turrets. Alright. I mean, even being a original unrefitted Amagi battleship, I think it's still better than this heavy cruiser. But is my Nagatoro class battlecruiser better than this battleship? I don't think the Amagi is. It's just too old at this point. Let's it's a Norwegian ship. I'm Norwegian. I want my flag on the thumbnail. Let's get both the ships in the shot. There we go. Okay, we are already firing. At 31 kilometers. So we have spotted the battleship, and here she is. Are these Mark V turrets? I kind of forget what the because these are the same turret models as the British use, and I kind of forget which is which. Because these have the secondary like 2-inch gun mount on the top of the turret. Well, it's got room for one. Now, the Spanish have like this weird mix of American parts with these turrets here and British parts, so I'm not sure if that's Mark V. It's not Mark 1. Let's keep distance and hope they do not have radar. Kind of range does the Amagi? 28.6 kilometers. Amagi is firing. Look at the difference in accuracy. 30%, 0.1%. "105-second reload time. 27.6-second reload time. Flash fires aboard the enemy ship, very nice. Difference in rate of fire between the Obami and Amagi. It's just ridiculous. Let's look at that go. Slowly, slowly, slowly. Have the Amagi target the heavy cruiser. Obami speeding up. Going for the kill. Yeah, you're out of ammunition. Let's take a look at this Brillante. Yeah, flash fire. One of the turrets popped off. So she has pretty much no ammunition left. Mark II. Okay, okay. 46 gun caliber though. AP range only 21.8 kilometers. So I could potentially have just stayed outside of that, even with the old Amagi. Although this is much faster than the old Amagi. Armor is pretty good. Weight offset is almost non-existent. That's pretty impressive for the AI. Yeah, Citadel armor is good. Turret armor is pretty good. 13 inches on the barbette. That's probably what happened to the rear turret there. Barbette penetration. Maybe. Gear turbines, oil 1, crop 4. Coincidence 4 or 5, that's not bad. No radar though. Cap ballistic 2, heavy shells. Yeah, not a bad ship. But in this case, the older ships won out. The dump boat scored a paint scratch hit on the Obami. That means repairs. Okay, just to finish this guy. Thank you. It's getting annoying. Yeah, I think it's gonna flood. Yep, and there she goes. Very nice. That's too bad with the Obami taking the paint scratch from the terrible donut looking heavy cruiser towards the end there. I mean, it's not serious, but it means a month of repairs. The Amagi took most of the attention from the enemy battleship, but the Amagi, this Amagi, was not my ship. So I will not be the one repairing it. But assuming that battleship was in fact built, or at least designed in Spain, that means they have the capability to build some decent ships. But why don't they? What do they have in their navy? Eight heavy cruisers. Probably all crap. Down to 68 submarines. Okay. Let's get another invasion of Singapore going. Yeah, it's quite a valuable piece of property. Are the Asukas being refit? Not yet. Mikasa is still being repaired. Let's just quickly go through crew numbers, because sadly this is still something I have to do manually if I want to keep some ships mothballed. Which is annoying. The Conradins are ready to go. Oh, you needed crew. Yamato is also ready to go, I guess. These Harunas are ready to be refit. Kirishimas are ready to go. Should I just finish building this, give it a refit, and then put it up for sale? I think I might. Wow, a lot of these DDs needed crew. These two are suspended. These are commissioning. That's pretty nice. The Heian is being built. Yeah, I'm gonna build this Musashi class. Then give it the most recent refit and put it up for sale. That's what I'm gonna do. Because I've already paid for building most of it. And this is Mark 4 19-inch, okay. Suishos can be refits. Very nice. These Harunas can be refit. Congo can be refit. Musashi can be refit. Suddenly throwing out a lot of refits here. 2 more Asukas can be refit. And 1 Ogami can be refit. That blew my budget again. Okay. Which means I'm resuspending this guy. And this? Still over limit. Okay, I'm suspending repair on the Hiei too. That brought me under limit. That means a bunch of stuff will be finished next month. Good. Now, what was I gonna do? Yes. Tokyo. Here are the Conarins. Gonna move down to Singapore. Supported by 4 Hatsukaze class DDs. Not moving my expensive battleships around without DDs, because otherwise they suddenly take mine damage. The 3 Kirishimas. Four DDs in support. What do we have here? You're getting refit, okay. But let's start a naval invasion of Singapore. And then hit next turn. See what happens. I think the case is that as long as you're engaged in a naval invasion, you don't get a surprise peace treaty. So that's another reason for making use of naval invasions. Not just to get land, but to remain at war. Which of course will give these land-based major offensives time to actually work. It's a big submarine. Don't sink any of my ships, please. It did not. Fuji and Toro again versus this one might not be completely terrible. This is kind of bad. This is completely trash. Maybe okay. Outdated trash. But I think the 1941 Haruna will will carry this. You are still going home. Too much damage. What kind of range do you have? That's not 44 kilometer AP range out of a 12-inch gun. That's really not bad. Like, they're still kind of limited in spotting, just from what kind of main tower I could put on these, but yeah, they're very sleek looking ships. I like these a lot, even though they're more like very big heavy cruisers rather than true battle cruisers. And we're scoring hits. Now the question is, now that these have been upgunned from 11 to 12, should I do something with the Congos, because they've got 12-inch guns? Should I give them 13s, maybe even 14s, if possible? What's the rate of fire? 23.1 seconds. It's not that much faster than the 12-inch guns on the Nagatoros. Than the 14-inch guns on the Nagatoros. That's what I meant to say. That accuracy, though. Oh, yeah, that was it? Okay. Now the question is, rather than having one group of 4 and one group of 2 Haruna class battlecruisers, should I just make them 2 task forces of 3 each? Or keep one task force of 4 and then plant the 2-1, these 2 just alone in some ports somewhere? Because I've got ports in the Virgin Islands now, and I think they are big enough to fit a Haruna class, because they're not that big. It's one of the advantages of that design. They're only 20 something thousand tons. Amagi class DD. Yeah, let's do this one too. Because I think that's the last obligatory battle at the start of this turn. And then I can get some campaign stuff done with before I end the episode. And before I forget what I was intending to do. One thing developers have said will be introduced with the next patch 1.3 is more advanced like late game towers for DDs, which would be pretty nice because then you could get better tower spotting. So the radar ping. It's running. It had a top speed of less than I do. But is it damaged? Because if it's still going at, I think it had a top speed of 37 something knots. If it's still going that speed, actually catching up will take an eternity. But if it's been damaged, I didn't see any like engine damage thing. I am closing in. I think I gained like a kilometer on it. This is when I would like to still be able to use times 30 game speed. So it's within range of my guns now. Soon also torpedoes. Yeah, no, it's the spotting range. That's the problem. So while I think I could spot something like a battleship at 10 kilometers, the game also factors in how easy a ship is supposedly to spot, and a DD is harder to spot than a battleship. Yeah, 8 kilometers. Should be coming into view now. Seven. Six and a half. There we go. Yeah, it's very damaged. There. That took some time. But at least we killed a very damaged DD. It's 205 victory points right there. Not a huge payout. Was it worth spending that time? That is, of course, also something pretty much everyone is complaining about on the Game Labs forum. These battles where the enemy just tries to run, because they're not very entertaining, and sometimes you're not able to catch up. And this is one of the main reasons why I make my DDs so fast. Because I want them to be able to catch up. Transport losses. Italy and Brazil. Colombia would like to buy my museum ship, no? I can sell you some better ships soon. I need more tonnage. $100,000 tons. That should do it. Transports. Will I be able to sink a transport? This is what I would like to see submarines be better at. Not so much this. of class. Sunk. Okay. Into Burma, 60%. That's a nice region. That's something I want. Yeah, their army force is not that big. 35%, 81%. %. We're getting Nigeria. That's 2.6 billion. Getting it next turn. Gold Coast also very nice. 2.1 billion. Couple of turns. That's Senegal. Chad. 700,000. Not bad. Rhodesia. 1.5 billion. And yeah, we've gotten Brunei. That's 1 billion. Right. And it's got oil production. Sweet. Burma also has oil production, by the way. Alright, I'm a little bit less salty about my war with China suddenly ending. Although I still think Manchuria was basically mine. A couple turns away. Mongolia is basically mine. Also, southern... Do I want to start naval invasions in Alaska? Not that valuable though, but... would be nice to have. Dutch Harbor, Nome, Anchorage. Portugal has 3 more battleships. Maybe of the same class that I already faced. Yeah, that's 200,000 tons sitting in Lisbon. That's not the same class because that class was 85,000 tons. And this is not it. That is probably at least one of those classes. Maybe even 2. Yeah, I think that's 2 of those. But yeah, okay. Finances are good. We're gonna start... Actually, let's keep expanding the shipyard. Why not? Let's check in on research. Yeah, big guns in 2 months. Resume. 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 Resume these 2 also. Yeah. Was the last Asuka repaired? It was the Mikasa. So it can now receive its refit. Just before I forget, alright. And then the Asukas with some kind of escort. Will head towards Alaska and start some naval invasions. Do I have some spare ships here just in case it's not enough? I do. I'll send a cruiser there. There's some more support for the colony class. Okay, goodbye and take care.